Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream, my live stream. I want to talk about urgency and just trying to get out of that procrastination mode and just get things done. So I hit that point in time today. I'm just going to check that live streaming is all running smoothly. Yeah, it seems to be. All right, awesome. So I want to talk about a few things when it comes to creating urgency and just trying to put a deadline on stuff. So I was working today and I just didn't want to do the work that was going to get me the results that I knew it was going to get me to. So if you've been in a point where you just can't get over the line, like you know what you should do, and you think, oh, sack it, I'll do it tomorrow, forget about it, then this can help you just go through a few bits. So the few bits I want to go through is around creating urgency and how you can help yourself set deadlines for stuff that's infinite, that you can do forever, but trying to set milestones. So we'll talk about deadlines, rewarding yourself for the little things, just doing something for 5 minutes and having something to look forward to can help give you that boost and momentum. Something else is sort of Pomodoro. If you've heard of Pomodoro, it's basically working for 25 minutes, resting for 5, setting a timer. Setting a timer is key, so that can help. Going into actually procrastination, the Eisenhower matrix, and how being aware of what priority can help you realize, actually, if I don't do this now, it's going to catch up to me. And when I think I have free time, I'm going to be rushing at the last minute. It's not going to be as good a quality as I know I can deliver. I'm just going to get it squeezed in and it's going to mess with my brain and my thinking and my mind, whether it's overthinking or stress and just cramming stuff in, and I'm just going to be busy rather than delivering the best you can. So really understanding what's priority and putting things in their place and doing things when they're scheduled to be done can help. Nike's motto, so just do it. There is a point in time where all of the stuff, the emotions and the feelings we have around things can get in the way of us wanting to do the work. But sometimes we've just got to get over it and do it. Having accountability and somebody there to help you can really spur you on, and setting goals and being aware of the promises that we've made to ourselves, that you've made to yourself, can help you keep yourself accountable. Like, you've promised yourself something. Are you delivering on what you want? What's your expectation? What's the reality? What's the gap? What's the disconnect? Let's bridge the gap between where you think you should be and where you are, or where you feel like that is. And are you making progress? What's the growth, right? So from where you were yesterday, are you doing anything better today? Are you doing anything better this week? You could be doing the same things that could consistently get you great places, but if you're not making progress, I'll talk about getting out of your comfort zone and really pushing the boundaries in that space. So let me see if I can get the first thing here, which is going to help us create a bit of urgency. So I'll go for marketing words. So these words are typically used in selling and marketing, but actually they can help us when it comes to creating our urgency. So the first one is doing it now, using the word now. What can I do now? And think about, all right, what can I do now? And then do it. Stop. Put a stop on it. What is your deadline? When are you going to stop it by? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes just that I'm going to do it for 5 minutes and stop. I'm going to go to the gym and work out for 5 minutes and stop. After that 5 minutes, typically you'll carry on. That's the thought process anyway. What's the best version of you that you can give to yourself? Thinking about that can help you deliver on that. Make it about yourself. You are the main character in your story. So I see a hi to Razor Emergency Hamburg. Evening. Make it about yourself. If you're the main character in your story and somebody was filming you, what would they see? Would they see you scrolling on your phone on the sofa? Would they see you being productive, giving back, and actually being a main character? Secret. What's your secret? Everyone loves a secret. Doesn't really work in terms of delivering on yourself and setting deadlines, but actually giving yourself something to look forward to and holding back on yourself. What free time are you giving yourself or sacrificing if you're not doing it now? Let's say you're at work and you're doing work. In the evening, when you think you have free time, it's no longer free if you're then using that time to actually do the work. All right, how do I get rid of this? Let's get rid of this. All right, cool. The next thing I said I'll mention was setting deadlines. Have I got a screenshot for setting deadlines? No, that works for that. There's a few things that can seem infinite, and health is a great one because I can want to lose weight. New Year's is a great time to set a resolution, but I can want to lose weight forever. But when do I start? Putting a deadline on it, putting a timeline on it and saying, I want to lose this amount of weight, or I want to put on this amount of muscle. I want to do this thing by this date, by the end of August. That gives me a specific timeline to stick by. So if you put how much by when, that can help you realize, are you on track? And actually, have you gone overdue? Hi, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. What are you doing now? So I'm sipping on a cup of decaf coffee because it's late. I'm doing this live stream talking about trying to create urgency, and then I'm going to go to the gym. It's decaf because I don't want to be awake late at night. I could shout out Nyla and Talia. Shout out, can I infect your channel with Ches? Yes, absolutely. Or cheese. We all want to see you whimper. Okay. Don't think I can, or I'm not willing to at this moment, but maybe I will naturally. All right. I'm coming on to a reward. So these are a few things that you can do, or you can set yourself. So think about it. Let me put it down here. What can you reward yourself with or look forward to? That can massively help in terms of setting yourself a, if I do this thing, I'm going to give myself a chocolate bar, putting it on the table, right? Once I finish this bit of work, or once I work out, I can give myself a phone call, 10 minutes of scrolling time, something that you enjoy to look forward to that can incentivize the stuff that can perceivably be hard. So what is your reward? What's that thing for you? And have that thing to look forward to. So that can help you start the thing because you've got the reward. The Pomodoro. So I'll just talk through this. So Pomodoro technique is figuring out what you're going to do and trying to work on your concentration. Setting a timer for 25 minutes, doing the thing for 25 minutes, and after that, having a 5-minute break. You can double up and do the thing for 50 minutes and set a 10-minute break, depends on what your task is. But essentially, it's setting a timer for a specific amount of time and then doing the thing until the timer goes off, having a break. That can really help you set that focused time aside. So that's called the Pomodoro technique. I like the timer. The timer really helps me. One thing that has helped me in the past is thinking about how long I think something will take me, and then going back and reflecting on, did the task take me as long as I thought? Because typically I underschedule. I am an optimist. Where are you from? I'm from Birmingham, England. I am an optimist, so I think I'm going to get more done. I think a task is going to take me an hour, and it takes me an hour and a half. So I always try and factor buffer time within my day to just have nothing in there, because that nothing time always gets filled up for me. Procrastination, setting goals and reminding yourself of those goals has helped me and can help you with procrastination. As well as accountability, if somebody is there and they know what you are trying to achieve, can they gently, without pissing you off, say, you said you wanted to do this, how are you getting on? All right, check in. It's been an hour since we last spoke. What's happened in that last hour? And that can just be a nice, gentle reminder to be like, actually, I've done nothing. I feel bad about it. And there's nothing to feel bad about. We all procrastinate. We all have stuff that we want to do, we should do, but we don't do. And this is all about, how do you get over that barrier? How do you get over that challenge? And I hit a point today where I was just struggling. I was like, do you know what? This is not happening. I'm not as productive as I want to be. Couple of things I can do here. Take a break, first of all. Time to think. and just figure out what to do next. Move a few things till tomorrow and just figure out what's that one big thing I can just knock out today. Do that one big thing today. The rest will get done in due course tomorrow, and I'll calendarize that. And I'll talk about that when I talk about the Eisenhower matrix, which looks like this. So I've talked about this in one of my other YouTube shorts. Let me make it smaller. All right then. All right, so it breaks up your to-do list into 4 categories. Urgent and important means do it now. It's very important. It's urgent. We got to do it now. It's in my way, really. Okay, let me move it further down. If it is important but not urgent, it doesn't need to get done now, schedule it for tomorrow. Like I said, some of the stuff I needed to do today, I moved to tomorrow, and that's just helped free up my time for the short term anyway. If it's urgent but it's not important, can you delegate it? Can somebody else do it? Can you outsource it? If you can, great. If not, then again, that might just not need to fall further down your to-do list. But the urgent important is where we should start, right? What have I delayed? What is the stuff that was important, like revising for a test? It wasn't urgent, but it was important. I should have done it. But now the test is coming up. Actually, it's urgent and important now. I've got to do it lastminute.com. So the stuff that you schedule that you didn't do when you scheduled now then becomes urgent and important. So that's where we try and move stuff. But as human beings, we just procrastinate. And that's the bottom right box, which is it's not urgent, it's not important, and we can just get rid of that stuff. But we don't. We typically don't. We just procrastinate and live in that box. So that's the Eisenhower matrix, which I'll pull up here big for a second so you can see it. So do it immediately, then plan the stuff and prioritize, then delegate it if you can, and then delete the tasks that typically are not as important as the hierarchy of stuff that we can do. And I talked about Nike's mentality. I love listening to some form of motivational audio, watching a lot of Nike adverts, and getting inspiration to help me really get on that, like, okay, grind. There's that mentality that if I want to be the person I know I can be, there comes a point where I just have to do the thing. I have to do the thing no matter how I feel about it. And again, that's where goals can help. And there's a few things here that can help you think of that. So most people have a dream. Simon Squibb talks about this quite well, which is, and his book is based on this, but if you have a dream, that can just be a dream that lives in your head. Writing it down makes it a goal and tangible. How can you fit that into your rhythm, your weekly routine, your daily routine, whatever that might be? And then how can you break it down further to the habits? What can you do every single day to check box the small steps to get you on that big journey? What's that one step? What's the action that can over time get you to the end of a marathon? Just focus on the one step, and that can start the momentum, which then gets you a lot further down that journey. And then let me tick on this. So our actions and what we do shapes our behavior. Our behavior shapes our personality, and that comes out in our character and what people know us for. And if you're not sure what you're known for, a really good exercise to do is ask some people you trust that are close to you. What 3 words would you use to describe me? Reference that against what you want to be known for or what you think about yourself, and see if those things match. And if not, how can you take the actions for them people to see your behavior and say that about your personality, about your character? So what we think is what we feel, and you can manipulate your feelings by thinking certain things. That's how meditation, visualization, mindfulness works. Manifestation and affirmations, all that works. That's thinking to try and manipulate and affect how you feel. How you feel will affect what you say, and what you say affects what you do. So that is a knock-on effect, and you want that positive spiral rather than that downward spiral, which can help. I talked about expectation versus reality. So we can often feel like we're behind, but gratitude and being appreciative of the simple things that we have can help us humble ourselves and really taking the stuff that we have that makes life simple, makes life blessed, and really understand that actually, yes, our expectations can be high and it's great to have high expectations, but not to the point where it can cripple you and make you feel bad about where you should be. A setback is a setup for a comeback. So when you have a setback, take that as a lesson, not as a failure. Learn from it, grow from it, get up from it, go again. Measuring progress is great to see where you were, where you are, and where you want to go. If you're in a constant state of growth and progress, that equates happiness. Tony Robbins says, if we are constantly in a state of growth and progress, then we are happy. Think about something that you're constantly moving forward in and you're getting better and better at, whether that's personal development wise, whether that's health wise, whatever it is for you. If you're getting better at something, are you happy with that part of life? Are you happy with that progress? And typically the answer should be yes. Flip it. What in your life have you not made progress with for a while? That can often lead to unhappiness and frustration. How can you make just the smallest bit of progress with that thing that you've been stuck with for so long? The smallest step, the littlest bit of progress can bring about such happiness because you've thought about that change. You've wanted that thing for so long. And if you just make that first step and see that bit of progress, that builds your self-confidence because you've wanted the thing. You've promised yourself the thing, and then you've done the thing, which builds your confidence. Whereas when you want the thing, you say you're going to do the thing and you don't do it, that can knock your self-confidence, which can be a downward spiral. And you can very quickly spiral upwards and get so much momentum. You'll hear that there's so many stories of people who've failed, they've got back up and tried again, and people have just been in a very dark place. And people who've typically had a lot of odds against them, maybe they've been homeless, they've been broke, and they've made it to multi-million-pound successes, but they've been a lot further behind perceivably than you or I. The reason that they've had that is because a little bit of momentum spirals very quickly and you can make movements. So just taking one small step can make you feel like you're making progress and just make you a bit happy. So what's that thing? Just start that small thing, and who's that person you can just check in with and be like, look, I want to do this thing. Help me out here. I need a bit of help. I know what I want to do, but can you just tomorrow, in a week's time, just keep me honest? And don't have a go at me. I just want you to keep me honest and be accountable. That's where a coach can really help you and help ask the right questions and keep you accountable and make you think about what you really want. Help pick apart why you might not have made progress in the past, and just help you get over that initial barrier to set you on that path. And it can be life-changing. That's all I was going to say. So who am I? I am a life coach from Birmingham. I've been looking after a team of people in my corporate role for about 7 to 8 years. And when I first started helping people, it was around the technical work element. Very quickly, I realized that people know how to do the job. What often prevents them from doing their best is life stuff and personal challenges that get in the way. And then I focused on people's individual challenges, life challenges, well-being and mental health. And when I did that, I started to see so much more progress, where if I just care about people and help them with stuff that they're struggling with, the work takes care of itself. And that's what's led me to try and share more of that via YouTube. And that's who I am, somebody who cares about helping people and understanding what your individual blockers and challenges are, helping you remove them to become the best of who you can be. Life's short, and if we don't try and become better or get all the help with the resource we have available, then we're putting ourselves at a disadvantage. I want to give you an advantage by giving you help and support from myself in any which way I can. So that's who I am, and that's why I do what I do. Thank you. It is now 10:30, which means I should be at the gym. So I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to get to the gym and check out. I hope some of what I've said has resonated. I hope tomorrow you can do one thing differently that makes your life that little bit better. If you do one thing from watching this video that makes your life a little bit better, I'm blessed. I'll take that. Thank you very much. But for another day, peace out. Bless. Do you want to end this? Yes, I do.